So I think I make an impact by starting everybody's journey to the inn with a big smile. I like to learn names very quickly because I think it's important that people feel welcome within our shelter.
I think I make a difference in my role by helping families create a sense of hope and confidence within themselves by assisting them connect with appropriate community resources, helping them complete housing and other applications, and providing them emotional support when they go through hard time.
It'd be really hard for me just to make an impact by myself, but with the rest of the amazing early child development team, together we work daily to really support our families in raising capable, strong, and resilient children.
Because I do have so much passion for the work that I get to do. I feel like it's an incredible opportunity that I've been given, so I think that kind of reflects in my day-to-day, the way I get to interact with guests and my coworkers.
What I hope I get to do in the day-to-day is provide our guests with a combination of care, patience, and knowledge. I'm one of the first people, if not sometimes the first person they meet to hear the full story. You parse that and you help them rebuild. So that's what we get to do together.
I direct my team into making sure the cleanliness, the maintenance work that is done throughout the building or our buildings, and making sure that it's clean, it's a safe environment for them to be in, and we're keeping up with everything that needs to be done, including fire code, and that's the main thing, is making sure there's a safe place for them to be in.
I've been right on the front line here at the inn for about 20 years. I love it, right at the front. Love serving people.
I think a lot of our folks have had negative experiences with healthcare professionals in the past, unfortunately. So we come from a model of basically relationship-based care and just really ending that stigma for them that healthcare is scary and doctors are scary and nurses are scary. So hopefully when they leave shelter going forward, they'll have a better idea and some more trust in the system. Yeah, I think that's how we help.
I was impacted one time when a family was brought to the shelter by a woman that had met them on the bus. This woman had taken them in for the evening. The family was unaware that that woman's husband had passed the previous year on that day, and the woman needed a little bit of comfort for the day. And she actually brought the family into us. She'd heard we were the trustworthy and safe family shelter in town, brought them over to us, and they stayed with us for a couple of evenings before ending up getting housed. But the woman that night, she really needed those folks and they really needed her, and it was just an honor that she cared about them so much and was able to hand deliver them right to us so we could take good care of them too.
I saw one mom ended up to our shelter with her teenage kid, one daughter, and a newborn baby. Her stress of level was noticeably high, and she was struggling organizing her things within a small cubicle. She said one day to me, "At least my baby and myself can sleep well." Once she heard that she had been accepted in a housing program.
They had two kids, an older boy who was nonverbal, about 2, 3, or 4, and little sister, newborn baby. We went from, here comes in, a very distraught family, very high emotions, very volatile. We got to see mom keep her second baby, which was great because we were worried about that. And we also got to see a dramatic improvement in the oldest boy. The boy actually was able to gain the ability to speak in shelter coming here.
I really like to focus on those small everyday moments. So whether that be a child running up to you and giving you a hug, or a family coming back for a visit and just sharing with you how wonderful they're doing on their journey, or sharing their child success stories, or seeing a child take their first steps or their first words in the Kids Zone. I think those are really the moments that really impact me the most.
I think just seeing the beautiful people that come from all over the world with our refugee population, but also in our own backyard, like a lot of our Indigenous folks, just really getting to know them and remembering them for years to come. They're really, really special, beautiful people, and it's really a pleasure to be able to help them through this tough time and help them in the future.
This mom, she's in a cubicle and she's crying and she can't stop. But she is just crying so much that she can't even, use her words. So I said, can I come in? And so I gave her one of my bracelets, and I had one myself, and I'm like, okay, let's just sit and breathe. And then she was able to find her words, and she just said, you know, I had a really bad day. I lost my wallet. I need that. And then we came up with some strategies to try and find it again. So, you know, just getting someone out of those times. And
it's when a family comes back and expresses much thanks. They tell you that they're sober, they've had a number of years of sobriety in, and usually we don't see that. We see our families come and go, but yeah, that's beautiful. And I get to share part of my history as an alcoholic. And when that, you know that's affected somebody else, man.